This story was sent to me on Twitter, and before I even get into this article, the first thing I asked this person before I even read the title of the article, I said, "Is that a man? Is that a dude?" And sure enough, it is. This is a man, I guess, transitioning into a woman. But anyway, this person's name is Andrew Smith, but he looks like he's transitioning into Andrea Smith. They said he is a University of Illinois student, and he was arrested after a noose was found inside of the elevator. Let's get into it. A 19-year-old student has been charged with a hate crime after a noose was found hanging in a dorm elevator at the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign. Andrew M. Smith was arrested Monday evening in a dorm and charged with a felony hate crime and misdemeanor count of disorderly conduct. Police said the charges may be amended as court proceedings move forward. About 1 a.m. Sunday, staff at Allen Hall reported finding a rope tied into a noose hanging inside an elevator in a public area of the building, police said. Smith was later identified as the person who allegedly placed it there. On Monday, the university publicly announced the incident and said it was reported to the university's housing bias response team and will be shared with the university's bias assessment and response team for review. The start of the school year can be very stressful, and university housing professionals are on staff and available to students to make sure everyone knows how to access support services if they are overwhelmed. Smith appeared in court Tuesday and was given a $5,000 bail, the Champaign County Sheriff's Office said. Smith's next court date has not been set. In January, 3 black employees of U of I Urbana-Champaign sued the school, claiming they were frequently subjected to racial slurs and offensive stereotypes. The lawsuit claims they were subjected to threats of racial violence such as nooses, swastikas, KKK garb, racist graffiti, and Confederate flags. The case is pending in federal court in the Central District of Illinois. Now, that was back in January. That's two different cases. This one and the one I just talked about. It doesn't surprise me. This is U of Illinois. Every state in the establishment has their hint of racism. Some have a dash of it. Some of it have an entree. Some have a whole full course meal worth of racism. So this doesn't surprise me. I don't even know if this person is from Illinois or if they're from out of state. But it doesn't matter where they're from. Their racism just tended to follow them there. And I just can't get off the fact that this is still a dude. Like, this is a guy that's clearly transitioning. Like, I could tell that was a guy just by looking at his face. But we're not here to talk about that. They love to do stuff like this and then hopes that they can have sympathy on their side. How much you want to bet this person is going to say, "Oh, it was just a joke"? Because, nooses are funny to them. It just is. They like the look of it. They like how it's tied. They would rather see a head go through it, one that probably looks like me. But they love to claim that they're not racist. But if you call them out on their racism, they'll be quick to throw reverse racism back at you. Isn't it amazing how all of that works? It never seems to fail. And this is also going to tell you again that it's a lot of people in that community who are extremely racist. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Many of them are racist. Why? Because they are palm colored first and whatever it is they identify as second. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.